When I suggest that a first time founder or an early founder learn the craft of no code to build out their products in the beginning, oftentimes I get a reply of, Matt, that's great, but like you can't do what I want to do with no code. It needs to be full stack development. Or they say, Matt, like that's great, but I'm trying to build a real company. Like I'm trying to actually solve real problems, and no code can't do what I'm trying to do. Or they say, Matt, that's great, but I'm actually raising this round so I can hire developers so I don't have to think about this, so I can just, have the developers do it. And I think these are all fine responses. Everyone has their bias with different technologies and whatnot. But I would challenge these founders to say that no code is far more advanced than I think 99.9% of people think it is. In fact, the only people that know how advanced it is are those already deep down the rabbit hole. For example, unless your product has something to do with hardware, which if it does, I don't know if no code can help, or your product has something to do with advanced machine learning, although no code can do some of that, can't do all of it, which, chances are you're not starting off with advanced machine learning. If you are, I think you're in trouble. Outside of those two elements, you effectively can build anything using no code technology. You can do user authentication. Users can upload data. They can manipulate their data. They can manipulate other people's data. You can have permissions. You can have staging. You can have thousands of users all controlling their data at the same time while on the app. There's a lot of possibility with no code. And I think there is a precedent where if you're going to build a product, you either need a full stack product or no stack at all, just like a landing page. And I think there is something you can do in the middle that solves problems, but doesn't cost you 10% of your company to give to an investor to give you money to hire engineers to build something you don't even know is worth building. With this no code, you can do it yourself. Takes a little bit of time, a little bit of a learning curve. Once you do it, you pretty much have superpowers of being able to ship anything a developer can without having to go through the process of learning how to code and without having to give up the equity needed to hire someone to build your product. So I would highly suggest giving no code another look if you are thinking about it.